Oh, we can't do it anymore because copyright. All right. Salud.
Salud.
All
Cheers.
right. Cheers. All right. Welcome back to the eye test, boys. We are back. Are we consistent or
I think we're
Yeah,
consistent. I think we're
I think
consistent.
I
we're
think we're
consistent.
consistent. This is probably episode like 15. Damn, we've been doing this a while now.
Yeah, I stopped counting after a while.
Yeah, I stopped counting too, but YouTube will
It's
tell
probably like
us.
11.
Nah, it's not 11. It's more than
Wait,
11. I know
do you
that.
want to count like the old ones that we did, like that were back in like Jordan's apartment?
No,
Are
because
say
those weren't
old-
consistent.
You say old ones. You mean old one.
Yeah, that's true.
No, we did
You
like
and
4 or
I did
5
a
over
test
there.
episode. You and me did a test
Yeah.
episode. All right. Well, welcome back to the eye test. It's yeah, I guess we can say we're officially consistent, but we don't need to say that, I guess. But anyway, no, man, I'm excited to be back. It has been a heck of a week. Just to say the least. It's been a heck of a day. Today,
Yeah.
what's today? The 1st, July 1st? It's the
Yeah.
first, I think, official day of free
official-
agency, right?
I think it's the moratorium stage. I don't think free agency starts until the 6th.
Well, whatever day it
Let's
is,
start on the
we got a
1st.
lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
I could
We
be
got crazy
plenty.
trades went down. Wait,
Plenty
who wants
to
to
talk
kick,
about
who
today.
wants to kick it off? Because there's been a lot going
Well-
on. I don't even know what the hell happened. So this is gonna be news for me too.
Before we do that, I just want to say thank you guys to those of you who subscribe. We really, truly appreciate it. I don't know. I'm going to ask Brian. Brian, do you appreciate subscribers? All 18 of them?
All 18
and-
of them.
Nah,
I'm actually what I don't
appreciate 'em.
appreciate is none of them say anything. What are you doing?
Yeah. What are y'all doing?
I
That
don't
said,
appreciate it.
comment down below. We're going to have a lot of takes today. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to have a lot of SHIT talking. If I can't say the word, I can spell it, right? Is that the same thing?
Don't ever do that again.
It's
You know
it's
what?
the same
Just say
thing.
it. Just let it
I'm
out.
just- all right, I'm gonna
Look,
just throw a softball at you
Jordan,
guys. You guys ready for this? You
Tuck
guys-
in that cross. Tuck in that
No,
cross. You'll be
I'm
fine.
staying right out. I'm staying out here. Hallelujah.
Tattoo
Hallelujah.
that shit on your forehead.
Hey, that's a bad word. SHIT.
Okay.
I'm joking. You know what? I was gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. All right. So I'm just gonna throw you guys a softball. You ready for this? Are y'all ready? Brian, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I don't feel like y'all got the energy for this.
We don't need the energy. Just say it.
What do you
You're
mean
teasing
you don't
me.
need the energy?
You're teasing me. You got me hooked already. What is
Yeah,
it?
trying to give you
got me
basketball
on the
I
edge.
want to know what
eyeballs.
the
You got me on
trades
the
are.
edge.
Honestly, I want to know what the trades are.
All right. Are you ready, Ed? I
Can't
need
you
to-
tell Ed's
so
shaking
listen.
for joy?
Paul George and 4 draft picks.
Wait, are they first or like second round draft
2
picks?
seconds, two
Two
first.
first, 2 first, 2 seconds for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen
That
Brown is a
is-
76er.
That is
Wow.
for someone who finished in like top 3, top 4 in MVP. That is a insane under trade. Like that is a bag of chips for Jaylen Brown.
Brad
Even good ones.
Stevens
That's
is
like a bag of great value chips from Walmart.
Brad Stevens has made amazing trades, but like trading away Jaylen Brown for all that, like
For
what
all
the
that?
heck? I was like, really? Look, Paul George hasn't even played. He's been like not for like steroids already. So like, what the hell? That's all they
peptides.
did.
I don't even. Was it steroids? They made it sound like it was like because he sounded like he was going through like some mental issues. So I don't know if it was
No,
steroids or some like
he was going through
actual-
he was going through like some mental issues, and I think he took like some like banned substance. But I'm just assuming it's like
Mm.
like a steroid kind of effect, and that's why he got suspended for like 30 plus games. But even then, like, what the hell? Paul George for Jaylen Brown, essentially. That is the stupidest fucking.
Even-
What's Boston doing? What is Boston doing?
Even the picks, I don't know what their assets look like, but like if I'm Philly, I'm like, or if I'm I don't know what Philly's assets look like because if I'm Boston, I'm like, nah, bro, I need at least 4 firsts for someone
That's
like Jaylen
exactly
Brown.
what they did with Mikal Bridges. They did 4
4
first round
first.
draft picks, couple
No, it
players
was-
for Mikal Bridges.
I think it was 5. One was a pick swap.
But even
But
then, just
yeah,
to
that's
get
five.
like that
That's
back
five.
for like
Yeah.
he's in his prime too, two-way player. Like who, Philly's gonna have if Joel Embiid's healthy, Philly's gonna have a solid squad next year.
You know
Hmm.
what though? Here's the thing. I told y'all this a long time ago. I told you guys like the second or third episode. I don't remember when it was. I ain't gonna do my research. I ain't gonna look it up. But I told you guys those two needed to separate. And the only reason why I said that is because Jalen and Jason basically play the same position. They play
Hmm.
technically different positions, but they do the same thing. Now, if Joel Embiid is healthy, I'm going to tell you right now, that team is up there with the Knicks right off the bat. They are up there with the Knicks. They got to add a few pieces, but assuming they have a decent offseason, that team is a championship contender just with Jalen Brown. The Celtics were a championship contender with just Jalen Brown. So, do you guys agree with that? Do you not? It looks like
I
Ed, you
disagree
got
with
some
that. I
feelings.
think it was a playoff contender. He wasn't a championship contender. They went to the first round and they lost against Philly actually. So that's not very necessarily true. He's a piece for a championship contender. So if Joel Embiid's healthy, that's going to be like a better Jimmy Butler and Joel Embiid kind of a pairing. So
I'm saying I assume Joel is going to be healthy. I don't know why I assume that. That's really
I
stupid
just.
to
yeah,
assume.
that's
I
one of the
think.
things I
But
can't really
if
assume.
he
So like,
is, they're a
yeah,
championship
obviously if
contender.
he is, they're a championship contender. But the only thing that you can assume nowadays is Joel Embiid's on the decline. The knee issue is probably going to hamper him throughout the whole entire season as it did last season. So if they are healthy, then yes, obviously they're a championship contender. But I'm assuming Joel Embiid is going to be injured too. So that's going to be a knock on them. But that's a solid freaking roster that they got though. What are you going to say,
I
Brian?
just. I don't think. I don't. They're contenders if Joel's healthy. I just don't know if Philly's as deep as Boston was in terms of having a
Hey,
better bench.
they still got Tyrese Maxey, don't they?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
got
they do.
Maxey, Edgecombe. Um, they got LeBaron Philon in the draft too.
Forgot about Edgecombe too.
Their
Who's
backcourt's
better?
pretty deep
Who's better in the East aside from the Knicks? The
because
obvious.
the other thing with Boston is like because isn't Paul George essentially the same like type of player as Tatum and Brown,
Yeah, except
but
he's
just worse?
not eligible. He's not eligible to play
But
for essentially.
he's not a winner. He's
Yeah.
not a winner. Paul
Yeah,
George is a loser. He is a loser. He has lost at every step of his NBA career, and now he's going to Boston to be a loser again. Boston isn't getting any championships anytime soon.
at
They
least
may as well
they got Mitchell
trade
Robinson.
everybody.
At least they got
Hold
Mitchell
up.
Robinson.
Oh,
Hold
they
up.
picked up
This
Mitchell
is
Robinson?
news
I
to
didn't
me.
even know that.
Yep, for 2 years. I think they signed him 2 years, 17 mil around there. Or it might even be
Was
more than that. I
was
think it's like 2 or 3 mil.
was that a is that official? Because I know he was a free agent. We talked about this before.
I could have
Um,
sworn. I was looking up. I was looking at Sham's tweets before like an hour or so ago, and it was up there. I don't know if they were shopping for him or looking for him, but I thought he signed for, or at least they agreed to it because I don't think they could sign free agents yet.
Even then, Mitchell Robinson
man,
is not that great of a pickup too. Plus, they had Nikola Vucevic, who was supposed to be like their offensive big, and he didn't do anything obviously in the playoffs. So
I think
Boston,
he
if you're
went
a
to.
Boston Celtics fan, you're going to be pissed off for this trade because not only did you trade your best player, he was your best player. You trade him away for essentially nothing. So it's kind of like it's essentially like a Luka Doncic type S trade, which is fucking ridiculous for like Brad Stevens to like actually do. So I'm shocked and perplexed. Like this is just, I'm laughing at this.
Yeah,
this
It's
it's.
makes the
stupid.
Sixers so much better, and it makes the
Yeah,
Celtics so much worse. There had to have been some sort of animosity
Oh yeah,
in the Celtics,
I don't
and
know.
we know that there was,
I was gonna
but there
say
had
yeah.
to have been in order for this trade to have happened. Because you don't give away Jalen Brown for a bag of, as Brian said, a bag of chips.
They just
Sorry,
wanted him
go
out. I
ahead.
think. I just think they wanted him out. I mean that's like the biggest. That's just the biggest indicator. They're like, oh, we'll take Paul George's contract and give us a couple picks and
that's
that's good. But
stupid as hell on their part if they have that
it
kind of
is. Yeah,
animosity. Like you don't give them up for like free, essentially, which is it's dumbfounding. I'm surprised about this completely.
I agree. It's dumb.
Speaking of giving things up for free, I think the most important, the most groundbreaking, the greatest signing of today, Zach Collins, who the resigns with the Bulls for 2 years. Brian's out of the shot.
My dude, I saw that yesterday because they agreed on it, I guess, or whatever. I don't know if it's official today, but I saw that yesterday and I was like, what the bro hasn't played in like 2 years. And when he does play, he plays like shit.
What's up, Louis?
We
You're on the podcast, Louis.
Welcome to
Hey,
the pod,
what's
Louis.
up, Louis?
Hold on, I'm gonna get his opinion. Hey, Louis, they traded away Jaylen Brown for Paul George and a couple of picks. What do you think about that?
Give Louis the headphone
Hold up.
so he can so we can hear him.
Hold up.
Put it up to
These are the technical difficulties y'all don't normally see. We'll edit
our
this out.
reporter.
Look, Jaylen Brown plays for Boston Celtics, and they traded him for Paul George, who plays in the Philadelphia 76ers, for a couple of picks. That's essentially all they got.
Well, Paul George is trash now, so
Exactly.
I think
We're on a fucking agreement.
any upgrade is an upgrade.
Where are you two? We can't even see y'all.
Thanks to our correspondent on the field.
Thank you to our thank you, Ed.
Yeah, he owns a home, so I'm in his place right now.
Well, so what? So hold on. What was the official analysis from Louis?
Same as stupid as hell. Stupid as hell trade.
He said
Yeah,
Paul
'cause-
George was washed. I'm pretty sure. Like he's trash now. I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we're all in agreement. Welcome to the pod, Louis.
Best special
Welcome
guest.
to the eye test.
I'll be a special reporter.
You know what? Well, our reporter on the ground,
Yeah.
Edgar Mondragon. not Mondragon. It's Mondragon.
Yeah, man.
It's actually Mondragon.
You know what though? Real talk. I'm gonna just put this out there. I think the steal right now. This was for the Celtics. Mike Conley, 1-year deal to the Celtics.
I saw that too. Yeah. That's
I
gonna
would
be a good one.
say Mike Conley is old, but that is a great signing for those guys.
He's still
I think that-
productive for his age. Like for a small guard like him, like he's still really productive.
He had like 2 solid games against the Spurs. I think he helped them win game 1, but after that, like his age kind of showed he wasn't able to keep up with like a Dylan Harper, like any of those other guards. But in terms of like a veteran guard, yeah, he's still going to be a little bit productive for like helping them out. But
So
yeah,
yeah, that's true. What's y'all's take on the Lakers basically not being the Lakers? Like everybody on that team is gone.
Everybody on that team is white. It's like the Quakers.
hey, you gotta clip that. Somebody clip that.
Welcome to a world where, I mean, speaking of age and productivity, welcome to a world where LeBron James is no longer a Laker, will not be a Laker. We talked about this. We said he needed to opt out of his contract. We said he needed to go somewhere else. This is going to be the biggest thing in free agency, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
And we still haven't even talked about Ja yet. We haven't talked about Tobias Harris to the Spurs, which we will talk about. We haven't talked about Julian Champagnie, any of those. Not that Julian Champagnie is anywhere near LeBron, but man, did y'all think he was going to resign in LA?
After last season, no. Like he was credit to LeBron. I know he's like older and like a little bit washed, but like he was still 41 years old and single-handedly beat one team to go to the playoffs. So I didn't think he's gonna resign, but I'm surprised at the teams that are going after him right now, like Golden State Warriors. Like he's gonna be like with the other 40-year-olds over there, so it's gonna be a kind of weird dynamic. Go ahead, guys. My bad.
Yeah, the
No,
Golden
you're
State
good.
Warriors, you mean? The Golden State Warriors?
Yeah.
Now full of them today. Yeah, I mean, talking about a dynamic. Sorry, Brian, what's your take on this? I gotta know your take. Come
On
on.
LeBron opting out, I mean, I saw it coming the moment they maxed out Austin Reeves. I mean, they're not gonna max out LeBron too. Because they're not gonna be able to fill out their roster if they do that. I mean, it's not like they really did a whole lot with that anyway. They overpaid Walker Kessler, but
I mean, they kind of had to overpay Walker Kessler because if there was any other bigs, and what's the one thing that Luka Doncic needed? He needed a rim
big
roller,
man.
so that's like that's a good signing in my opinion for them. I think it's going to
It's
make
good.
that team way better. Plus, it's going to be like that relief for Luka Doncic too. So I think they're going to be a still playoff team in the West, but I just don't think they're going to be able to compete anymore without LeBron.
I'm just
James
interested
there.
to see. I'm interested to see about the Golden State thing with did he freeze?
Yeah, he's froze. He gone.
I could have seen that
It's just
coming.
you
I
and
could
me.
have seen that.
I was gonna say something while he was talking, but instead, there's the reconnecting.
Bro's on a fucking sat phone.
A reporter on the street, Edgar, literally on the street, in the car, in the vehicle.
But yeah, if they can, because Draymond opts out of his contract with the Warriors, if they can somehow pull off a trade to get AD and then sign LeBron, that's gonna be interesting. I just don't know how they build around him. Mm-hmm. What if he goes
I
and
mean,
pairs up with Giannis and Bam?
I think that's if I were LeBron James and I wanted to win a championship, I would go to San Antonio, but that would be my pick. It would be the Heat, or it would actually be the Cavs. I think the Cavs are the best pick for him.
They don't have any money. That's the problem.
They don't need money. If LeBron wasn't such a, if it wasn't,
Yeah, they gave it to him. They gave it to him.
the thing is, if LeBron takes the veteran minimum, he erases the negativity from his career. He erases the negativity of 2010.
That's
I
been
think
that's been one of my biggest gripes about him. It's like, do you really want to win, or you care more about money?
cares more about money. That's his biggest issue. If he decides I'm taking the veteran minimum, I want to win, I want to be a team player.
Especially at this
Pat
point.
Riley has a book. Pat Riley has a book, and he talks about the how the moment somebody feels like they're greater than the team, that's the moment that they don't win a thing. They don't win anything. Um, exactly, exactly. Can you tell I haven't read the book? I'm going to read the book. It's in my Kindle library. But that's always been my biggest complaint about LeBron James, and I hope he goes to Cleveland. I just want to see him in Cleveland. I want him to finish his career there. Realistically, I think he's gonna be LeBron James. He's gonna go get a $50 million a year contract in Golden State, and that'll be that. But
What if he goes to Sacramento? Plot twist.
uh
Yeah, that's what I mean. And they still have Porzingis too.
But you know who they also have is Draymond Green, and Draymond Green is not going to allow Anthony Davis to be the Anthony Davis we've seen the last couple of years. If there's one thing I know about Anthony Davis, it's that he is weak-minded, completely weak-minded, and his body is even weaker than his brain is. So
We gonna have another Jordan Poole incident.
we're gonna have another Dwight Howard incident. You guys remember Dwight Howard whenever he decided to team up with Kobe? He was never the same after that. It's gonna be the same
Mm-hmm.
thing. So you know what? We got to move on because there's too much else to talk about. LeBron James does
Yeah,
not deserve this much talk at this point in his career. Don't you fucking say it. You know what? I'm gonna disconnect you. What?
not even close. Not even
You know?
close.
All right. You can keep talking, but I'm gonna just cut it from the pod. John Morant. That's it.
I mean, yeah, it's about the same value. I mean, it's not really a win-win trade. It's kind of just a. I mean, you could say it's a win for Memphis because they get away from all that negativity. But you know, y'all gets to lob some fake grenades in Portland.
And
No
Denny
shot.
Avdia.
And their center?
Denny Avdia. No, they have what's his name? They have Donovan Clingan.
No, I know that, but he gonna be coming off the bench. I mean,
gonna
unless
be
they're gonna start all those guards.
he's gonna be an all-star. He'll be an all-star. Nah.
Yeah. Uh, that's so fucked. That's so funny.
Man. Honestly, do y'all both feel like Ja Morant is washed, or do you think
I
that
don't think
this
he's
could be a
washed.
revival?
I think yeah, I'm gonna say this is kind of his last chance to prove that he's not washed, in my opinion.
He's never been a shooter. He's never been a shooter at all. That's the problem with Ja Morant.
Oh, he has. Oh, he has.
No, he can fake shooting off the court. No, I think Ja Morant, if he's very much like LaMelo Ball, except for just more
I agree.
somehow less annoying and more annoying at the same time. I don't know. It's like they're different. They're different. LaMelo is childish. He's very childish. Ja is just a wannabe. Like, bro, you went to a private school. You grew up upper middle class, like upper middle class. Like, you ain't no
Right.
gangster. Like, I'm more gangster than you. I've been on the streets more than you. I'm white as fuck. I lived on Marbach. I went to
We all
Holmes
did.
High School.
We all did.
Y'all went,
I went to
man,
Jay.
both not the best. Hmm. You know what? Yeah, prayers up for Ja Morant. I hope he can turn it around because when he is good, he's great. He's fun to watch. Great player, and has potential. Mm, not yet.
They uh, they got no front court. They got Rudy Gobert, but he's not gonna do anything for you.
They don't
Like
have Julius Randle. They don't have Nas Reed.
they don't have a power forward. Yeah, Reed's gone, Randall's gone. Who do they have at the 4? Who do they have to help space the floor? Because McDaniels isn't a knockdown shooter. He's not the greatest
You know what?
shooter.
All they need is the big baguette in the center. That's all they need. That's a good nickname for him, by the way. I'm
The
just
big
saying.
baguette.
Is it?
I think it is. Yeah, big baguette.
Okay, well, I never heard it before. I thought I made it up, but never mind. I guess I'm not that original. No, honestly, I'm gonna take a different approach. I don't like LaMelo Ball. I've never liked LaMelo Ball. However, I like LaMelo Ball's game. I think LaMelo Ball is a very skilled, very talented player. He's fun to watch. You can say what you want about him off the court, but he is a fun player to watch. Um, if healthy and if he can grow up, and I think he will with Ant, because I think Ant is going to demand that he grows up. I think that we are going to see one more major trade that slingshots them from middle of the pack to top contender again.
Who are they
It's
gonna
still
trade?
very early.
Just Tumu?
That's for
Gobert?
them to decide and for me to say. I ain't gonna give you all the details because I don't know all the details. If I'm Minnesota, I'm looking for a way to get us back into contention because they gave away Julius Randle. They gave away Nas Reed. And they got LaMelo Ball in return. You can't do that without planning something else. Unless they decide they're in full rebuild, which when you went to the Western or nearly went to the Western Conference Finals, you should not be in rebuild mode. So,
If they're gonna be
but
in rebuild mode, I wouldn't be surprised if either this next season or the next following offseason, and Edwards wants out. I know he wants to. Him and LaMelo Ball are friends and are going to play together and all that, but I don't even.
I agree.
I don't even think it's a win now move. I think it's a desperate move to keep Anthony Edwards happy and on the team.
Yeah.
The way they're currently constructed, they're not going to win. All the good power forwards got. I don't think Rui got signed yet. He's probably the only one left. Collins is
Well,
gone.
from
Tobias
what
is
I'm
gone.
hearing, Rui is coming to the Spurs, but
Is he?
Tobias is a Spur now. We got to talk about that later, but continue.
But yeah, I don't see how they're currently constructed to win now. They're not. I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if they even make the playoff.
I think that they make the play in. I think they make the play in, but I agree with you. I agree with you. S- they don't.
They don't have size.
Well, at least we don't have to contend with them anymore. Really, honestly, our biggest rival got better in the draft, and our second biggest rival in the West got worse in the offseason. So um, we'll have to see how this goes. But I'm going to tell you right now. Well, I wanted to say this earlier. I got to say it. Leg issues running the family in the Ball family. The daddy don't even have a leg anymore. All right, I had to throw that in there. I had to throw it in there. I had to. Um, I just did. Um, we got to talk about what this is a Spurs podcast after all, basically. So we got to talk about this. Tobias Harris is the Spur. Who told you? Who told y'all? Who told y'all that a
You
couple
did.
weeks ago?
You
I
did.
did say he would be a great signing,
You did.
and I also said Rui Hachimura will be a good signing. And y'all both disagree with me on both counts whenever I mentioned it. But
No, I think I might have, but I do think Tobias is like he's a shot creator we need, especially off the bench. I don't know if we're gonna start
Mhm.
him or he's gonna come off the bench, but he is definitely another shot creator that we need who can hit
he was
shots,
the
create his own shot.
second best player in Detroit last season. And he's now on the Spurs on a very team friendly deal, 31 million over 2 years. We've got a hell of a backcourt right now. Obviously, we knew that, but now he can slot in at the 3, the 4. He can play whatever position. We just picked up two centers in the draft that are or two bigs in the draft that are going to be. Quaintance may not be there the first season because he's going to be recovering from that injury. But man, do we have upside. It's like the Spurs cannot lose right now unless it's against the Knicks in the finals. But we're not going to go there. I think Tobias Harrison's the best pickup that we're going to get this offseason.
Hey man, had we had Tobias Harris, I don't know if we lose. You put him on
So
OG Anunoby and he can create his own shot. I mean, I don't think we lose.
that's the great thing about Tobias Harris is that he doesn't just play offense. He's a very well-rounded player, much like a Harrison Barnes, who we also just re-signed. I like that signing. Personally, I know he didn't contribute much, but he contributes that veteran presence, which we needed. We needed that veteran presence in the finals, and we didn't get it
I liked
because
him.
of Mitch. I digress on that one. Um, but we have who else did we sign? Oh, Julian Champagny.
Yes, sir. We declined the team option. I think he revived it in our summer league when he was on our summer league team, and then we signed him to two ways, and then He went from two ways to where he is now.
Speaking of two-way players, I'm just going to throw this out there. We got Jones Garcia coming back next season too as a backup. Man, this team is stacked. We are. Did you guys know that we are the odds, like the Vegas odds favorites to win the championship next season? It's not even close.
Give it
What are you talking about?
give it until January, bro. Give it until January.
Ed saw that. I think Brian missed it.
No, I saw it. He was channeling his inner Rui.
Rui Hachimura is exactly who you're talking about, and he's available. We got Keldon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm hoping
we
get
Keldon.
Jaden. I hope we get Jaden this year because I think he's gonna be exactly that guy you want. Jaden Quaidance, if he's still the player. Yeah, the Predator, Alien and the Predator.
Man, this team, honestly, it seems brighter than the glory years in a lot of ways. This team is more skilled, and honestly, if we can mesh together well, everybody's going to get better. Everybody's so young. If we can mesh together well, and honestly, if we can trade away De'Aaron Fox for somebody else, we got a chip next season. I no doubt, and I'm going to just say it right now, 74-8. But
I say 65 wins. I think we get a few games better.
nah, 74-8. Go all the way. 75-8. Yeah, we play an extra game next season. And you didn't go to college, right? Joking. I got an AN flag in the back, and I didn't go to college. So, you know what? Speaking of Spurs, we got to talk about this. Kawhi Leonard back to Toronto.
He running away from them Rico charges. That's what he's doing.
Bro, that's honestly, I never expected to see Kawhi go back to Toronto, of all places.
They might be
But
a sneaky team out there in the East.
They might be. Who they got now? What's
Because
their
they still
team
got Kawhi.
look
They
like?
got Kawhi. They got Barnes, Scotty Barnes. Grady Dick.
Not anymore.
They
He got
picked up
traded.
Allen Graves. Did he? I thought it was. I
Grady
thought it was
Dick.
Ingram. Brandon Ingram.
Ingram and Dick left. Yeah.
Who else they got? R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, I think that it doesn't slingshot them into being competitors. I think the only chance that Kawhi ever had to win a championship outside of the Spurs was with that Toronto roster, was with Pascal Siakam and
OG.
Fred VanVleet, OG, that whole team. That was the best chance he ever had to win. And he capitalized on it. Lucky shot, but he capitalized on it. One of the greatest shots in history, by the way. But man, there were so many talks about him coming back to the Spurs. Had he come back to the Spurs, what would y'all's thoughts have been?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have minded. I was gonna say I wouldn't have minded it so long as we didn't overpay him or trade a whole bunch of like. I would have been willing to give up Fox and maybe Carter Bryant and a few picks for him.
You would have been willing to give up Carter
For Kawhi? Yeah.
Not our boy Carter.
I mean, if we're talking about immediate impact, sure. I don't think Carter's got like 2 more years.
I think Carter is our next Kawhi. If I'm being honest,
he could be. Yeah. I agree.
Oh,
He's just
sorry.
not Kawhi right now.
Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. And it's Cartier Brillant. We got to say it wrong if he's going
Because
to be the next
I don't know who
Kawhi.
else you trade that they'd be willing to take. That's why.
No, I mean, I agree. I agree with you. I think that that's the package, but thankfully, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, thankfully we don't
Thankfully.
have to.
So here are the remaining free agents for this season. I'm just going to throw them out there right now. We already talked about LeBron James. We have Jalen Duren. He's a
Draymond Green.
restricted free agent. We have James Harden, Peyton Watson, Benedict Mathurin, Anthony Simons, Russell Westbrook, Rui Hachimura, Tari Eason, Andre Drummond, Bruce Brown, Draymond Green, and Chris Middleton. Jonathan Kuminga. Malik Beasley.
Well, he's going to jail. So
If I'm being real with you guys, my first pick on that list, aside from Charles Bassey, I'm joking, obviously, is actually Rui. I really think that Rui or Bruce Brown are the two that the Spurs need to go after. Those are the two, because Bruce Brown, there's something about guys named Bruce who are just great at great defenders, great players. Bruce Brown is a phenomenal all around player that I think would benefit the Spurs. Whether
I
we can
agree.
afford him or not is a different story. But out of the players, did I mention Russell Westbrook's unrestricted free agent too, or did I not
I
say
don't
that?
think you did.
Well, he's on the list too. Out of those players, who are you guys going after if you're the Spurs GM?
Either Chris Middleton, Rui, or who else was it? Fuck it, Andre Drummond.
I actually think that
Extra rebounder.
Andre Drummond, I think he's one of those guys that you bring in at the beginning of the season and you trade him at the All-Star break with whoever's not performing. I think it's a solid pickup.
No, I thought he was. I was gonna say that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought he wanted the bigger contract. I didn't think he wanted to leave. But you're talking like a sign and trade kind of thing, where they sign him and then just ship him out. Honestly, if they, I was say if they trade him for Zach LaVine because they need another scorer, I mean, might not be too bad. They just don't have any paint presence because they got rid of Isaiah Stewart too.
That's who I really wanted on the Spurs, and then draft night happened, and I didn't care all that much anymore. So, you know
Yeah,
what?
Jaden Quain's gonna be special, I think.
What a hell of a week for the NBA. I would say, honestly, this is one of the more entertaining off seasons that we've seen so far, or at least in the last few years. So we've got some really, really good, got some really good trades. I mean, the Hornets have Naz Reid, the Timberwolves have LaMelo Ball, the Suns have Miles Bridges now. Julius Randle is a member of the New
Brooklyn
Jersey
Nets.
Nets. Yeah, Brooklyn Nets. Excuse me, I'm old now. Damn. The Jazz moved Walker Kessler. We got the Quakers in LA now. Man,
I think
the
we
league.
need to. I think we need to change our perspective on like years where there's like has a free agency class, because I feel like these are the years that this is where most of the trades happen, because you can't pick up any like meaningful talent in the free agency. So your only best option is either draft or trade.
It's always a busy off season in the NBA. This season is a little more busy than usual. That said, we got another week ahead of us We got the 4th of July right around the corner. I think we're going to see some blockbuster trades this weekend. Um, you know
And we
what?
got Summer League.
And we got Summer League coming up, which we're going to have to talk about. So go Spurs, go! We'll see what Coach can do over there in the summer league. But I'm excited to see these players play. Is Jaden playing in the summer
No,
league? I don't think so, right?
Jaden's he's probably not even gonna play until January because they're gonna make sure his knee's fully healed. Because I think he has another like operation to clean some things up in his knee, but it's gonna take a couple months
Hmm.
to heal. So he probably won't even. He's definitely not gonna play summer league. Probably isn't gonna play till January sometime. And that like he's not cleared to start activities for another few months, and that's just starting up activities. That's not even including the ramping up and all the things like that. So
He'll
we
be in
probably
the
won't
G
see him till
League next
January.
year. He'll be in the G League next year for sure, ramping up. We don't need him next year.
Jaden Quaid's when healthy paired to Wimby, like he reminds me a lot outside of like his post and his offensive game of Anthony Davis defensively when he was in college. Like him and Wimby have the potential to be the best big man defense in the league. Granted, this all
Possibly in
banks off
history.
of him banking on him being healthy, but like his defense is insane. And then Terrace Reed, bro's 6'11" or 6'10", but he's like 260 pounds. So like he's gonna be impactful almost immediately on the defensive end, rebounds. He's a good rebounder. He's kind of like he's a post player, like, and I like that about him a lot because he reminds me a lot of like he has a lot of Tim Duncan fundamental-esque kind of like that's how he plays. And having Tim Duncan here on the team, man, if he can pick Tim Duncan's brain and Timmy can teach him how to be a post player, how he was, we could have we could have a another Tim Duncan on our team.
We could have another Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Twin Towers situation on our team. And Luke Cornett is coming off the bench as a backup to those guys. Like
With a
that's a
Dwight Howard with a Dwight Howard backup and Jaden Quaidens if they don't play. I think they're going to play him and Wimby together though, probably because Quaidens can guard 1 through 5. Like he has lateral quickness of like a Giannis almost.
well, I can tell just moving into the end of this thing, because I can tell Ed is close to the pearl. I can see that parking sign in the back. Um, biggest winner and the biggest loser, both of you guys of this week. Both of y'all go.
Biggest loser is the Celtics.
I would agree. 100%. We're in agreement. Nothing else. Biggest fair, solid.
I think the biggest winner might be a little biased, but I think it might be the Spurs
I was going to say the same thing.
because we heavily got somebody we desperately needed, which only makes our team better by a long shot. And if we get Rui Hachimura, I think we win the offseason, both in draft and in free agency.
Man, we got to stop winning. We're just winning
No, we don't.
everything
Fuck you
except for
mean?
the finals. Winning
Hey,
everything but the
you gotta
finals.
blame OKC for that because they keep doing that shit.
I'm gonna
We gotta
I'm gonna
compete.
throw this out there just because you said the Spurs. You kind of stole my I would say
Yeah, I can agree with the Thunder. They kept all of their main guys. Yeah, I think your audio cut out a little bit, George. No, no. Did his headphones die? I think his shit busted. You back? I don't know if he can hear you still.
I'm back. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I'm back. All right. Technical difficulties.
Oh,
We're
okay,
gonna have
there
to
you
cut
are.
that. Anyway,
Yeah, we can now. We
as
can
I
now.
was saying, I agree with you. I think the Spurs, not even from a bias perspective, but I think the Spurs won free agency already. Just picking up Tobias Harris, re-signing Julius Champagnie, picking up who we did in the draft, and potentially picking up Rui Hachimura took me a second. That's the best pick. But I'm gonna just say this: the Lakers have won so far because they offloaded LeBron James. They are able to move forward from LeBron James. When you have LeBron James on your team, doesn't matter if he's 40 years old, doesn't matter if he's 25 years old, he is your team, no matter what. And the Lakers have decided that Luka Doncic is now their star player. They can move on. And yeah, their star players might be white players, might be white guys, but we'll see how that fares in the NBA. The Los Angeles Quakers. Actually, being Los Angeles, that could actually work in a couple different ways.
Funnily enough, I think OKC also won because they not only they
Draft.
not just the draft, but they kept all of their players. Hartenstein stayed. They picked up their team option on Lou Dort, so he's still there. I thought they were going to dump one or both of them this offseason. And they basically kept all their players, added in the draft, and cut two guys who were good rotational players, but not overall, I think, gonna like make huge impacts on the team. So I think they're winners too. The two best teams right now are the winners in offseason. What a shock.
I agree. What an episode. What an episode. We had so much to talk about. We're gonna have more to talk about next week. So we'll plan around it. But it looks like the Team
I'm
USA
gonna
has
watch
been
it
playing
too.
for 30
Yeah, I'm
minutes
gonna
now.
watch it.
And I think Ed and I both have to go and watch this game. I don't know what you're doing, Brian, but let's go. Let's go USA. Until next week, please.
It jumped up,
What
dude. It
the
jumped
hell
up.
was that, Brian? Did you see that, Ed? You'll see it. I don't know what it was.
Let us know
Until
who you
next
think
week,
won the
please
offseason.
like and subscribe. Comment down below. Comment below. Talk to us. Your comments really help. Ask your friends to subscribe. Send the podcast over to some people. We know that we want to get better. Let us know how we can do better down below in the comments. Until next week, this has been the Eye Test. I'm Jordan. That's Ed. That's Brian. We will see you guys next week. Peace.